Hello everyone and welcome to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the opening race of the 2002 Winston Cup Series playoffs. Johnny Benson starts on the front row alongside your regular your playoffs points leader entering today, the 20 of Tony Stewart, who just got his third win of the season in our last episode of Richmond. As we are green and underway from Richmond, Johnny Benson with the early advantage here over Tony Stewart as they head towards turn 1 and 2 here at the Magic Mile, a track which has caused so much chaos in the last 2 seasons. And just like that, we have chase contenders in the wall. Matt Kenseth and Dale Earnhardt Jr. go crashing. Trouble already for playoff drivers. Jr. goes into the wall, and Matt Kenseth gets sent in there as well. Kenseth, of course, a 3-time winner this season, dominated the Coca-Cola 600, gets turned by a fellow chase contender, Ricky Rudd, right into Dale Earnhardt Jr., and they all go crashing into the outside wall. What a way to start the race. Big damage for the 17 of Kenseth. Now Ricky Rudd back up there as they tight, almost 4-wide situation. More contact. Around goes Jeremy Mayfield. Bill Elliott is now wrecking, and Jeff Green is also involved. He gets into the 9, and another crash down the backstretch here in New Hampshire. A chaotic way to start out this playoff opener. Multiple playoff drivers having incidents. Started Matt Kenseth and Ricky Rudd. Now Bill Elliott and Jeff Green suffer big damage here down the back straight away. That is already 4 chase contenders that have been involved in incidents. Big contact all over the place there. Jeff Green right into the side of Bill Elliott. Big damage. Both go around, and what a crazy way to start out this race. And we still got cars sliding through the grass, come back on the track, nearly wrecking the whole field as we get back to line. Back at the front of the field after a wild start. Tony Stewart leads now. Mark Martin leads on lap 32, and now Jimmy Johnson and Kenny Schrader are out of the race. Another 2, as well as a 41 on Jimmy Spencer. So just like that, 3 chase contenders are out of the race now. Jimmy Spencer, Kenny Schrader, and Jimmy Johnson. A terrible way for them to start out their playoffs. And they're going to have an uphill climb the next 2 episodes to try to make their way into the round of 12. But it is Mark Martin leading some laps here in New Hampshire, trying to look for that first win of the season, break the long win streak that dates back to 2000. As right now Ryan Newman's holding up Kurt Busch, who instantly pulls to the inside. Kurt Busch can get around the lap car of Ryan Newman, who has big damage here. He is off the pace. He was involved in an incident off camera, but that is unfortunately Newman. Big damage there for him. He was one of the top contenders entering this chase as well with his 4 wins. He's the winningest driver in the series this season. Trouble. Robbie Gordon has gone around. The 31 machine has had trouble. As it looks like right here, Kenny Wallace gets turned by Matt Kenseth into Robbie Gordon, and Robbie Gordon goes spinning down the racetrack. And a tough break for Robbie Gordon, who was running in second. He was having a really good run. He was trying to chase down Mark Martin for the race. He's getting held up by the lap car of Mike Wallace, then gets turned by the other Wallace brother of Kenny. Now he's back here. They got Rusty Wallace, Jeff Green, everyone trying to find their way around him back here, trying to see if they can avoid any cataclysmic collisions again. He's back here. Oh, Bobby Labonte goes into Kevin Harvick, and he saves it. Almost wrecks. What a save by Bobby Labonte. He completely lost it off the side of Kevin Harvick there, coming to the caution flag. But it's Mark Martin leading the way here. And now it is Casey Atwood leading here on lap 77 because stage 1 just ended. Mark Martin won the stage as it ended early due to caution. So Mark Martin's your stage 1 winner. Casey Atwood is now leading, but here behind him 3 wide. Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, a tight squeeze. Multiple chase contenders. They got to get around, narrowly avoiding disaster is Gordon and Kurt Busch. Brett Bodine Harvick almost making some contact down this back straightaway. Some aggressive racing to get by lap cars here is causing some chaos. I believe though the 24 Jeff Gordon, he's a lap down. Your defending champion is 1 lap down here in New Hampshire and struggling. Oh, Mark Martin's going to turn Steve Park into the inside wall. Big hit, big damage for the 1 and the 6. We stay green. We continue on. Steve Park's car is destroyed, though. What a crash that was. As everyone's finding their way through 1 and 2 down this back straightaway. Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace up ahead, gonna make some contact. 2 chase contenders here. If they cause an incident, this could be bad. Jarrett, Rusty up the track they go, and Rusty gets turned up into Robbie Gordon. Huge collision, and Michael Waltrip is involved as well. More chase contenders having issues. Rusty Wallace, Michael Waltrip, big damage as Rusty Wallace makes Robbie Gordon go upside down, riding the wall through the corner. Dale Jarrett, too aggressive, just wrecks Rusty hard into Michael Waltrip and Stacy Compton. Robbie Gordon completely pulls a Casey Kane wall ride and then lands upside down on his roof. As they race back to the line here, Johnny Benson almost lost it right there. Your race leader is now going to be Kurt Busch in the 97. Now Brett Bodine gets turned to the outside wall on lap 85. The 11 gets dumped and the caution will come out. And now on lap 89, Rusty Wallace, of course, out of that race from that huge crash with Robbie Gordon, your regular season champion, losing costly playoff points as Jeff Green has now taken the race lead in that number 30 AOL machine for Richard Childress Racing. He got the upset at Michigan to get into the playoffs. He's looking to continue that streak and have a great start to this opening round of racing to find his way into the round of 12 if he can. This would be a big shocker if he could go through. Behind so Terry Labonte racing hard with Jeremy Mayfield, Kurt Busch back here. Terry Labonte trying to get back on the lead lap, get back in contention. It's not been his day today. Of course, he was the last guy in the playoffs on points. Him and Jeff Gordon snuck their way through. They're no trouble. Johnny Benson's number 10 Pontiac is destroyed here at New Hampshire. Looks like heavy damage sustained here. He's racing John Andretti, and Dave Blaney gets turned head on to the outside wall. A hard lick for Johnny Benson takes him out of the race. John Andretti's heavily damaged, and Dave Blaney's car is destroyed as well. That will bring out the caution flag as everyone here is going to try to race back to the line. Dale Jarrett almost hooked Mark Martin right there and caused the wreck. And now Robbie Gordon gets turned, and Newman as well. They go spinning down the back straightaway. Robbie Gordon around, and Ryan Newman, his day continues to get worse as the playoff grid drama continues to go crazy here as we continue on in this race. Kenny Wallace's door slammed. Jeremy Mayfield almost wrecked. Now Ricky Rudd is taking the lead here on lap 98. Ryan Newman has fallen out of the race, so it's Ricky Rudd leading over Kurt Busch as we go green. Both drivers, of course, in the playoffs trying to find their way to the round of 12. Ricky Rudd, 3-time winner this season. They were all consecutive, has not won since. Kurt Busch runs second, got his first career win at California. Had some bad luck to end the regular season, cost him some playoff points, but is still in a great spot right now with the way he's been running today to advance to the next round of the playoffs. Now we look at the battle here. Dale Jarrett back there with Jeff Gordon. Look, Jeff Green further back in the field. We still have some playoff drivers left. We already have a good amount of playoff drivers out of this race, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the playoff grid shakes up after this one, as Kurt Busch is giving Ricky Rudd the bumper right now, going for that race lead right on the bumper. No move has been made yet. Kurt trying to go the outside. Ricky Rudd will block that move down this back straightaway. Kurt Busch will remain in second as Ricky Rudd holds the position as they go off here into 3 and 4. It is Ricky Rudd leading, but Kurt Busch on the outside. A big run back to the line. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Ricky Rudd led that lap. Barely. The caution is out. Caution on the racetrack here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And it looks like it's involved. John Andretti again has been involved in it. And this time looks like involving multiple cars. This time Ricky Craven turns John Andretti to a head-on collision hard on the outside wall. Collects Mike Skinner and Rick Mast. As the carnage continues here at New Hampshire, on to lap 104. Kurt Busch continues to lead this race. Dale Jarrett runs in second. Matt Kenseth runs in third. Those are 3 chase contenders. 1, 2, 3 in the running order right now. Bobby Hamilton's back there, and Bobby Labonte round out your top 5. 2 of the Bobbies having a much-needed good run to try to turn their season around as we work our way down this back straightaway. See right now, Terry Labonte, Jeff Gordon, both lap cars, the 200 guys that snuck into the playoffs, now struggling to have pace and speed here in New Hampshire. They're racing with the another lapper, Brett Bodine. We already saw that he got crashed pretty hard earlier in this race as everyone's trying to make it. Oh, and Robbie Gordon gets turned to the wall by Ricky Rudd, and now Ricky Rudd spins around as well. The 28 Ricky Rudd, one of the top playoff contenders. Big damage sustained by him, and the caution is going to come out with Kurt Busch leading the field back to the caution flag here at New Hampshire. With a strong performance so far today. Kurt Busch has been dominating. He's got to be the man to beat today in New Hampshire. Kurt Busch leads the way in New Hampshire to the caution flag, 107 laps into a chaotic playoff opener. And now he continues to lead again here on lap 141, coming to the end of stage 2 in the next lap or two here. Tony Stewart's trying to get back on the lead lap. He has fallen a lap down. He's trying to get back into the race. We'll see how that works for him. Dale Jarrett runs in second. Still got all kinds of lap traffic back here. Willing to cause an accident at any point. Speaking of Bobby Labonte and Robbie Gordon might be the next accident. What a save. They almost wrecked there to turn 3. That could have been huge. But they keep it green. It's now going through 3 more. Jeff Green up in the wall. John Andretti gets turned into Buckshot Jones, and Jeff Green gets sent back into the wall as well. More contact, more crashing. And this crash wall, Robbie Gordon gets turned in the wall by Jeff Burton right into Matt Kenseth. That will end stage 2. So your stage 2 winner will be Kurt Busch, followed by Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin, Kenny Wallace, Ricky Craven. Looks like it'll be Michael Waltrip, Matt Kenseth, Stacy Compton, Jeremy Mayfield, and Sterling Marlin in the top 10 of the stage. Kurt Busch, your stage 2 winner. Back at it here at lap 191, 110 laps to go in this race. It is Kurt Busch leading over Dale Jarrett as they work their way through 1 and 2. Elliott Sadler gets shoved up into Dale Jarrett there by Terry Labonte. Almost took out the 88, who of course won this race earlier this season at New Hampshire to get his only win of the season. Look for the there goes Jeff Gordon. The 24 gets set, and Steve Park gets turned around as well. The caution will come out for Steve Park and Jeff Gordon crashing here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway down the back straightaway. Mike Skinner turns Jeff Gordon hard into that guardrail, slams the inside wall, and Jeff Gordon will be out of this race and will lose crucial points to the playoff cut line when he needs them the most. Of course, Steve Park crashed as well as the field now racing back to the line. Craven into Bobby Hamilton. Robbie Gordon almost got another incident there down the front stretch, as straight into Mike Wallace almost wrecked too. But it is Kurt Busch continuing to dominate here at New Hampshire. Now Dale Jarrett leads with just 2 to go over the 15 of Michael Waltrip, who has found his way up into second with a strong run. Kurt Busch has fallen to 7th, fell off as the race went on. White flag, final lap for Colonel Bank at New Hampshire for Dale Jarrett, looking for the season sweep here at the Magic Mile. And to propel himself into the round of 12 in the Winston Cup Series playoffs would be huge for the 88 team and Dale Jarrett. This would be a big moment for them as they would get their season back on track here. It's been kind of rocky the last couple of weeks, but now Dale Jarrett coming towards the start-finish line for the final time here at New Hampshire. Dale Jarrett is going to sweep the season at the Magic Mile. Dale Jarrett to the round of 12 with a win at New Hampshire. Michael Waltrip, your runner-up. Mark Martin, 3rd. Kenny Wallace, 4th. Matt Kenseth runs out your top 5. Jeff Green comes home 6th. Kurt Busch will come home 7th. And then Bobby Labonte, Ward Burton, and Jeff Burton will round out your top 10 here at... Ricky Craven and Jeff Burton will round out your top 10 here at the Magic Mile of New Hampshire Motor Speedways. Dale Jarrett on to the round of 12 with his 2nd win of the season and the 2nd at the racetrack with a season sweep for New Hampshire. See the race results on the left side of your screen from this very chaotic race, and you'll see the updated playoff grid momentarily. Now he did a playoff grid. Of course, Dale Jarrett advances to the round of 12 with this big win at New Hampshire. Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Michael Waltrip, Sterling Marlin, and Jeff Green are still pretty comfortable on points, more than 25 to the good. As long as they don't have any terrible races at Dover, I think they should be safe to get to the next round. Then Ricky Rudd, plus 15 to 8th. Ryan Newman down to just only 13 to the good at 9th. This is the fighting on the bubble territory. And then Rusty Wallace, your regular season champion, only 5 points to the good. Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, only 2 and 1 points to the good respectively. And then on the bubble, Bill Elliott, Terry Labonte, Ken Schrader, and Jimmy Spencer sit below the cut lines. Until next episode at Dover, I hope you all have a good one.